Champions declare victory in Premier League dispute, analysis of the ruling and its implications. What has happened? The arbitration hearing verdict between Manchester City and the Premier League concerning the competition's associated party transaction rules has been released. This is the first of two major rulings that will impact both City and the wider context of English football. What is the arbitration about? In February, the Premier League updated its APT regulations, which govern financial transactions and deals between clubs and individuals connected to their ownership. These rules cover arrangements such as those involving Manchester City and companies like Etihad Aviation Group, which is linked to Abu Dhabi, just like City's ownership. Following these changes, City launched a legal challenge, questioning the league's governance model, specifically the two-thirds majority voting rule, which it claimed led to a tyranny of the majority. This challenge, along with others, was dismissed, but City succeeded in disputing two parts of the rules. Where did City succeed? City's main victory concerned rules on shareholder loans to clubs. The Premier League's rules didn't subject these loans to fair market value assessments, as the league argued that any club could secure such a loan, making it non-competitive. City argued that this practice was anti-competitive because not all club owners are able to offer such loans. The arbitration panel sided with City on this point. Why is this important? While this ruling may not significantly impact City directly, it could affect other Premier League clubs, potentially up to 9, that have benefited from owner loans at preferential rates. These clubs may need to adjust their practices, and there's a possibility of legal action over previous arrangements. More broadly, this ruling highlights that City managed to challenge the league's role as a regulator. Additionally, City won a second point concerning the Premier League's lack of transparency in its FMV assessments. This issue meant two sponsorship deals involving Etihad and First Abu Dhabi Bank, previously rejected for not meeting FMV, must now be reassessed. Does this mean the end of APT rules? No. While City won on some points, many of their broader challenges were rejected. The arbitration panel found no evidence that the APT rules lacked transparency or distorted competition, giving the Premier League the ability to amend its rules based on the verdict's considerations. Who won the battle? Both Manchester City and the Premier League are claiming victory, and both may be right in different respects. City's extensive claims were mostly dismissed, which vindicates the Premier League's governance. However, City demonstrated that some of the league's rules were unlawful and that its processes were not properly handled, reinforcing concerns about the league's oversight. This could play a role in the second, more significant case, where City faces 130 charges for breaching Premier League rules. The sense that the league has mishandled certain aspects could contribute to instability. Ultimately, for City, this partial victory undermines the Premier League's authority, aligning with the club's belief that the league shouldn't have such control. What's next? It's clear that legal battles will continue, ensuring that lawyers will have plenty of work ahead.